The first Thursday of the new year. Get started. You know, I thought, last year I did a Ask the Financial Planner as the first topic of the year, but I've been thinking a lot about goals and hitting milestones and how to go about doing it. And I've been doing this, every year with my staff. I have them write out their goals, and it's not always easy. It's a great sense of accomplishment when you do accomplish something. But first of all, you think about, oh, first we got to take out a pen and paper, and then we got to write it down. And then it's like, is it too big, too small, too long, too little? And it becomes a daunting task. And then, this is why quite often you'll see New Year's resolution. The joke that will be is, 3 weeks into it, the gymnasiums, which had all the new memberships, the parking lots are now empty, right? And it's because human nature. So without further ado, I'm going to take us through a couple of thoughts that I have. It's not so much on the financial topics as much as it is just holistic in nature, just mentally, physically, whatever it is that works for you. So the first thing I want to say to everybody on this call, I really do appreciate each and every one of you taking time out of your day to get on a call to listen to something that I have to share. That means a lot to me. I try and every week, I sit back and reflect on what kind of information can I bring to each of you to help you feel better. It's insightful. And, at the end of the day, maybe I can bring a smile to your face or share a nugget of wisdom that I've received along my path and journey. So New Year's resolutions and goals. And really, it's 3 easy steps, but you can achieve anything. And I mean anything you set your mind to. The key is not to quit. Start with a plan, keep it simple. And I want you to consider these 3 steps. Now, before I get into them, the key phrase I think on this whole slide is not to quit. We all have this, 4 inches to 6 inches of gray matter between our ears. And it talks to us. And we have many, many conversations throughout the day. We get distracted. We get busy. We get tired. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, that's good enough, right? And I'm going to share with you a little insight that my Uncle Ron was my dad's older brother. For those of you that don't know, he's one of my pillars of strength. He was instrumental in me joining the Navy. He was Navy SEAL. And so when I went in to be Navy SEAL, I was looking at, just saying, what could I do, right, to sort of follow in his footsteps. But he taught me something, and I thought it was, ever since I heard it, I have now used it as a mantra for the rest of my life. It takes 3 weeks to create a habit. Doesn't matter what we're trying to accomplish. If you smoke and you want to quit smoking, 21 days, the physical addiction is gone. If you want to lose weight, 21 days. You want to study, 21 days. You want to go to the gym, 21 days. If whatever it is that you want to try and accomplish, go walking every day, go cycling every day, whatever it is, 21 days. And what you'll find is that on day 22, you got to do it. Your body almost goes through withdrawals if you're not able or you don't do it, right? Now, here's the kicker. And it was the reason I brought that up is one of my advisors contacted me yesterday. And I told him I had gone and worked out. He goes, "Oh, I envy you. I mean to do that. I stopped right at Thanksgiving." And I shared with him the next part of this, which is he was in a habit. He was doing good. He was losing weight and he was exercising and feeling great and everything was good. It takes 3 days to break it. So 3 weeks to build it, 3 days to break it. And what I mean by that, and I've seen it happen in my life, is if you get the flu, right? You're in bed for the weekend. You were going to the gym every day, but on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you choose not to, for whatever reason, whether you're ill, you couldn't do it, you went on vacation. All these interrupts that happen in our lives are very challenging. So what ends up happening is our good intentions. I'll get back to it on Monday. And Monday comes and goes, and it is now 21 days have to be reestablished. This is what makes goal setting and accomplishments so difficult. So I share that with you because I have gray matter in between my ears. Contrary to popular belief, I have the same daunting task as well. And I found that using these 3 easy steps, and it's just really dream big before we do anything. We have such a finite amount of time on this planet. And, whatever it is, we're so caught up in the rat race, right? We live in New Jersey, if you're from around here, right? It's congested, it's busy, we're on top of each other. When in our child raising years, right? We're running, I'm going through it with my 14-year-old and my 12-year-old. They now have extracurricular activities, and getting them to and from these, these after school events, whether it be the debate club, cross country, right, cheerleading, whatever they're doing, martial arts, that now we're a taxi service. So who can accomplish anything when life is pulling at us from so many different directions? And so I get it, but that does not take, I am a big believer of whatever it is. Like, Keith is on this call and he's my son, and he knows, and he goes, one of the things I noticed about you is you set your sight on one thing and then you delve into it very, very deeply. And I didn't ever really think of it like that, but it is true. And it's because I find that when I stay laser focused on something that might be meaningful to me, like last year, losing weight, and I ended up in February, I was at about 260. I'm down to 215. I lost 45 pounds. And I just stayed focused on it. And there are days when I wake up and I don't feel like working out. And, I have that gray matter. And maybe you want to buy that new house, right? Or and wherever your neighborhood, maybe you want to go to another state. And maybe our retirement, we know we want to retire, but we're so busy and we're getting home and it's 8, 9, 10 o'clock and we're exhausted. And I've been reflecting a lot on my, unfortunate commitment to the business cost me a lot of my younger girls' childhood time spent. And that to me right now is really important. I'm trying to spend more time with my girls because they're growing so quickly. So I just share this with you because it's okay to dream big. We get one chance on this planet. And as I mentioned to you on some calls, I lost 4 people last year. 4 people my age. I'm 57. 4. Well, and I mean, anywhere from 57 to 65, 4 have passed that will no longer be able to think about a goal or a dream, right? So do whatever it is that you think. If you've been thinking, one of the things that's on my bucket list, and I know it was on my dad's bucket list and he never got to do it. And I reflect back on it. He wanted to go to the Outbacks in Australia. It is still on my bucket list and I have not gotten there yet. I was close right before COVID hit, but I still have not done it. And that's one of the things that, I want to do. But whatever it is, this call isn't about my goals and dreams. This is about your goals and dreams, but dream big. But the second step, start small. Dream big, start small. And, it really is. And that's why I put, a $10 bill. It used to be, and I remember, 30 years ago when I was getting into financial planning and somebody said, hey, stop drinking coffee every day. Now, I don't drink coffee anymore, but I did see that I was spending about $1 a day on some type of stopping someplace for that quick little breakfast because it was quick. and it was convenient. And now I said to myself, most people that are on this call, when you really think about it, because I've been doing it, you know, I can save $10 a day somehow, some way, some shape or form, especially with COVID and not having to drive as much, even though inflation is here. I can start to squirrel away that cash and put it, that's $70 a week, right? So if you turn around and you got an extra $300 a month, that's $3,600 that you can put towards something. It's your life and it's your goals, but it doesn't have to be this monumental. This is why a lot of people, they're averse to financial planning, because they put down all those numbers and these charts, and we run projections, and you get there and you just get overwhelmed, like, oh my God, how am I going to ever do this? Because the numbers look so unattainable. But what I always say is that we it's okay. We just have to have a target. We have to be going in the right direction. Maybe we don't hit true north, but if I'm heading towards the North Pole and I end up in Canada, I'm okay, right? Where I definitely don't want to be is down by the equator. And so with a plan, that can happen. I saw this, it struck me when I saw this that, a lot of us here in New Jersey, and just because it's one of the most expensive states to live, I see a lot of people that are downsizing, that they're selling their properties here. They're getting capital or top dollars for their houses, whether it had capital improvement or not. And they're able to get out and then, maybe rent for a little bit until they can move out of the state to someplace else that's more attuned to a lifestyle that they wanted to achieve. So, we don't necessarily, and I guess I sort of realized this with my parents' house, that we had, in Neshannock, it was considered a larger house. It's still by no means a McMansion, but it is, I still remember having to clean it and cut the yard and do all the maintenance and all this stuff. And it's like, oh, you don't realize it, the amount of work that home ownership entails. And, we look at these little shows that come on now, and it's, these tiny houses. I'm not saying we need to live in a tiny house, but when we were in Hawaii last year, I just stopped and Zillowed a house that was maybe 2,000 square feet, but due to the proximity to the ocean, was like $4.3 million. Well, listen, I don't need to live in Maui, right? I don't even know that I want to go back there after, some of the trips that I've had. It's fun, it's cool, I like it. But there's other places on this planet that are really beautiful. But, I have clients that have moved to Delaware. Love it, right? I'm in the Poconos, right? My in-laws, I go up there, love it. There's places we can go and really enjoy a quality of life that I think that is worth exploring. So as you start to map out your plan, thinking about where you might want to go in the future, downsizing, is a potential option. And then the last thing, and I threw this up there, just because, like I said, I had lost some weight. It is hard. Losing weight in today's society is absolutely hard. And the reason that so many of these diet programs are so profitable is because human beings in general, we have created this lifestyle where we're very, very immediate satisfactory. Nobody cooks at home anymore. We only eat fast food, processed food, all this stuff. I'm not here to lecture you. I'm guilty of it. I would get home, leave the office, and it'd be, 6, 7 o'clock at night, and I'm stopping at Burger King. And, and I'm wondering why I'm not losing weight. It is hard. I've cut out fast food out of my diet. I've cut out pizza out of my diet. But at a bare minimum, now when I do eat something, my stomach has shrunk because I don't even want as much as on my plate. So, having something and having it be measurable is key. But then the last step is to act now. We all have good intentions. We want to do things. We want to be happy, right? We want to feel better. So, my suggestions is create a routine that gets your endorphins up, whether it's walking, whether you develop some type of exercise. It could be just toe touches. Maybe it's a sit up. Get those juices flowing. One of the tricks that I was given last year that I I absolutely embrace. I didn't think it would work. And I hired a business coach last year, and he said, he challenged me. He goes, I want you to drink a gallon of water every day. Oh, what I did not realize. So first thing I do when I wake up, this is 1/4 of a gallon. I drink this first thing to replenish myself. But the second thing I realized when drinking that amount of water, how many times I go to the bathroom, but what it did to my energy level. I could not believe how much more energy, because as the water was flushing through my system, I was just very much more active, and it allowed me to slowly start to lose this weight. So if that helps you and it's something that you can utilize, because I've experienced all of these feelings. I'm busy. Later excuses. I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. Do it now, right now. I'm tired next time. And trust me, I get exhausted, but I'm up now. People laugh at me because at 9 o'clock, I'm horizontal. I'm not a night person anymore. I have to go to sleep, but I'm up at 5 a.m. And these routines allow me to be at my peak efficiency during the day. We only got so many 24s on this planet. We all deserve a right to be happy. And I think that some of these steps, these New Year resolutions, what happens is we start with good intentions. We want to get things done and improve our lives to maybe reach another level of happiness, but we get distracted. So it's okay not to be perfect. That bears repeating. I'm reading a book right now called The One Day Financial Plan. And actually my topic next week is going to be on the book I just finished. I'm going to be promoting that. But this right here, I thought in this light bulb, all the things, it does not have to necessarily be financial, right? I'm a financial advisor, right? I'm on here and I'm not talking, I think I had one $10 bill on there is what I talked about, saving some money on a regular basis. That's the extent of my financial advice today. But the mental health is in the middle here. I just know that the more and more time I spend with people that I care about and people that I talk to and people that I see that are no longer here, I realize how important our mental health is. And staying mentally strong is not easy, but you're not alone, right? That's the other component is, right? Sometimes we feel lonely or, oh, they didn't reach out to me. Maybe, send somebody Christmas cards and see if they come back to you. If they come back to you, maybe those people's addresses changed, right? So there's just things that we can be doing to enjoy the life that we've been given. I don't try and delve into, religion here or politics or any of those things, but philosophically, right? I believe that, we as human beings, if I can bring a smile to somebody's face, make somebody's life a little better, then I feel that I've lived a better day and try and be a better Chris each and every day. That's my goal, right? Try and just get a little bit better every day. And so with that, that's my chat for this week. I hope you don't think it's corny, but it really is from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope to be able to see you soon. With all the COVID variants and stuff out there right now, I just heard a new one. I don't know, it's ICU or IHU or, Omicron's. Oh, it's just, oh my God, it's here to stay. We cannot live in fear. Get vaccinated, or don't, right? I'm not here to have an opinion about that, right? But whatever you do, make your own decisions, keep the people that are around you safe, and be a good neighbor. But things are going to change, just like the flu changes, right? There's so many different variants of this that we cannot, I think, live in a shell not to enjoy each other's company because we are social creatures. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and end the call, but I wish each and every one of you a very happy New Year. And if you know anybody that maybe should be on these calls in the future, send them our invite, right? That's the best thank you can give us, because as you can see, we leave the checkbooks at home. We're just here to enjoy each other's company. Have a great day. Bye-bye.